You're listening to the True Bull Virtual Cast with Gooney and Nemo. Is it true? Is it bull? You decide. And that's right. Good evening, bitches.
Oh my goodness. Okay. You just clipped and you clipped again.
Okay,
Stop
so
that.
do you need me to cup the mic again?
No, I don't need you to cup anything.
Feed Fink. Hey, tape recorder, listen to this.
Okay, no, that's my line.
Oh, welcome to episode 214 of the True Bull Virtual Cast with Gooney and Nemo.
Yeah, it is.
Brought to you by the House of Hughes,
Oh,
J&T Mechanical, and recorded at the Birthday Palace, which is the Tactical Finish Nemosa Studios here in downtown Rock and Bruce, Texas.
I saw what you did. I heard what you did there.
Yeah, you did. Everybody
it's
did. Everybody.
Your birthday. Happy birthday. You're, what, 50, 51?
51, brother. 211. 211.
I don't think you can say that on the radio.
You know what I can say? I can say
no, you can't.
Thank you all for all of the wonderful Facebook likes and posts so far. Like
all two of them.
52 of them so far. More than I am old. So y'all are making me young.
Gooney, you realize you actually got an email from Brussels wishing you a happy birthday.
It was great. It was great.
How awesome is that?
They said, we're going to bring you some sprouts.
No, you're not going to do that.
No, that's not Brussels sprouts. Belgium. Oh, they were going to make me some waffles.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I apologize.
Okay, 9.
No, I think it was actually from Jean-Claude Van Damme. He said, I will show you my muscles from Brussels.
Da.
Dawood. But anyway, so yeah, it was
okay.
It was good times.
And just also know.
Oh, yes.
Is that one word? Just also know.
Yes.
That's
just wait.
JR's birthday. Our older brother. He is 57.
He is 57. We were born the same day, 6 years apart. He wanted a bike. He got a brother. I think he lucked out. He got a,
Yeah.
He's all right. He's going to be all right. But thank you to all of the people who have already thanked me.
Fantastic.
And wished me a happy birthday. A whole bunch of folks. Any of y'all who want to hang out, we'll be at Rock and Brews tonight on April 11th, 2023.
Starting at what, 7:02?
7:02 is when we'll probably get there and get a good base.
Fantastic.
So we'll be having, dinner and some birthday shots.
Is that the one that's off of I-10 and 1604?
I-10 and 1604.
Okay.
It's right there.
Right.
If you hit 1604, then
Wait,
get out of the car and walk.
Didn't the rock group Kiss own that?
It used to be inside of the Alamo, the AT&T Center.
AT&T Center
for the Spurs.
That's where I saw it.
And so I think they're no longer affiliated it as ownership, but now it's just like a rocking place, kind of like a Hall of Fame thing where you go walk in and see a lot of memorabilia, and you eat some food and you drink some pudding.
Well, maybe we should take one of my guitars as it is.
Oh, the Virtual Destroyer.
Commodity. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we don't have the Virtual Destroyer
people
anymore.
People want my guitars.
They do. They don't even know it, but they do.
Yeah.
They do, but they don't. It's like people who want to listen to the show, but they don't. But they do want to listen, but they don't. It's kind of like
especially the ones that say, yeah, we heard it. And it's like, well, how many times was your name mentioned in our podcast?
They're like, oh, you mean like more than usual?
Oh, my name?
Oh, yeah, whose name?
Any
Wait,
name.
my name? Because today was special for some reason, and I want you to tell me why. And they'll say, oh, because it was today.
Actually, we were talking at the firehouse, and let's see, I guess it was Greener.
Wow.
Who
the water
just
is always
out of nowhere mentioned one of the jokes that was in the podcast. I was like, aha, he heard it. He heard it. And he's a B shifter.
Oh, wow.
And I already texted everybody on the C shift saying that there's going to be a quiz.
I heard that Mikey was a D shifter. We'll be right back.
Yeah, let's
let's not talk about that. Yeah. Oh gosh. Speaking of Aaron Tilt, hey.
Wow.
Why don't you go to one of his shows? Find him at Aaron Tilt Music.
Dude, he just played at a place in Comfort, Texas this weekend, and we couldn't make it.
Yeah. He was also at Kinematic. He plays out there a lot, does some solo shows. He does some opening acts for some other big names. So he's getting out there. I think I'm taking credit for it. I called it because we had him on the show. But he's a great guy, a great singer-songwriter. He's writing some new music. So do yourself a favor and find Aaron Tilt's music. Like it now so you can say you liked him before he started blowing up everywhere.
You will not be so displeased and unsatisfied.
Yes, exactly, and that's what my ex said.
All right.
But she said it the other way.
So we are going to Rock and Brews?
Rock and Brews,
okay.
Yes, sir.
And I haven't seen what they have on tap over there, but I'm guessing it's a pretty decent place.
Look, let me tell you this. Look,
don't tell me.
I try not to get, political or anything like that. Usually when the bartender asks me what kind of beer do you want, I say big. So, I don't get caught up in all of the, oh, well, don't drink this because they put this on the label, or don't drink this because they put this on the label. I just drink beer because I want to have a beer. I drink Lone Star. Come and take it. It's good. And I drink Alamo beer, Chamoy Cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the best in the business.
Oh, yeah.
Felicia, thank you for
thank you, Brandon, the bartender, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, that's it. So I love some Alamo beer.
Yep.
You know what they put on their freaking can? Their name and their freaking logo, and they stand behind it, and I'll drink to that because that's what I do. It's a little early to drink, though.
You're going to be doing that Saturday, too, right?
Oh, yes. So anybody who can't make it out to Rock and Brews tonight, just make sure that you see me at one point during this week, because we're fixing to go head out to Alamo Beer on Wednesday, pick up a bunch of Alamo beer, and we will be tailgating on Saturday afternoon for the San Antonio Brahmas. Me, Julie, and Nemo are going to be playing, doing some DJ. We call ourselves the Bromas on days like that. We're going to have hot dogs. We're going to have Jello shots. We're going to have some Alamo beer, Chamoy Cowboy. And we're going to play.
And we're going to be back to back with
DJ Naster.
And the local 624,
is
local
that right?
624,
SA Fire Department, Bug, and Roland Aguita, maybe Josh Downs. I don't know if he's going to be available.
All right.
But I sent them another message letting them know that we would be out there loud and proud. But we will be doing that probably a little after noon. The game starts at 6, so we're going to be playing for a few hours, doing some DJs, DJ music, some beer drinking, and then some songs. We're going to be doing a little bit of everything.
And we might even pass out.
We're going to wear out Dirty Dog.
We might pass out some memorabilia from
that is true.
Virtual Country.
If you want to pick up a CD or some shirts or koozies, come on by. You'll find us at the Red Local 624 tent for SAFD, San Antonio Fire Department, for all you
people,
non-fire department people.
You can't miss us.
Civilians.
We are larger than life.
My doctor said I need to work on that.
Okay.
But anyway. Yeah, so anybody who doesn't make it out to Rock and Brews tonight, try to make it out on Saturday to the Alamo Dome, Lot B. And for those of you who want to be a part of our Virtual Country Club road crew, then come on down to Victoria, Texas on Friday evening. Lone Star Tavern is the place to be.
Wait.
We're making our return trip, baby.
We're going all the way to Victoria.
We're going all the way to Victoria, baby.
I don't see any people listening to our podcast in Victoria.
You know, it's funny because they say they like us. I'm going to have to talk to Jake.
Okay.
And his wife, or soon-to-be wife,
Pamela.
I want to say Pam, but Pamela. But we'll be playing at their wedding in September, I believe. Right. September, October.
Both.
Okay, we'll play at both of their weddings.
Okay.
That's the other thing, They wanted us to play at their wedding, so they said, how much to play at the wedding? And we said, well, how much beer you have? And they said, a lot. And we said, we'll play twice.
We got Chamoy Cowboy.
And we're going to play a lot. So
was there a reason I pushed record on this podcast today?
Yeah, because the people want to freaking hear us, baby.
Do they, though?
I want to listen.
See, and that's what you do.
That's right.
You listen too much.
Well, here's the thing.
Probably talk too much.
Here's the thing. I used to when we had the bands going, I used to try to learn songs because I liked it, and
right.
And then they said, well, you need to start playing for the crowd, and then I said, okay, fine. What do you two people want to hear?
Yes.
And they kind of liked what I liked, so I was like, okay, good. So
that's why we're playing After the Lovin'.
Afternoon Delight. We're doing the other one, that one with the lovely Thurston Howell.
Yes. So I put you to sleep, and I put you down.
After this drink,
you stop breathing when the pillow hits your face.
He stopped drinking beer today. No, he didn't.
Purple drink
Purple drank.
No.
You can turn any song into a stupid song if you want to, but that's what we were gonna do originally. Before we started writing originals, we were just gonna take other people's songs and mess them up terribly, kind of like what we do live at our shows.
Yeah.
But
But there's some stupid songs already that don't need to be stupefied.
But on purpose.
I like it when you whisper in my ear.
Wow. Funny me. So anyway, I'm gonna be drinking this monster drink.
Wait, you're starting that early in the morning?
Bro, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Yeah, but you
shout out to Dave Thomas for
you can't fill your diaper all day with. And I forget.
You got to bring multiple diapers.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but speaking about the. I know we don't get into politics, but everybody seems to think that their side is always better than the other, and that's like the 10% on either side of the spectrum.
Right.
You know how they say that 80-20 rule? How if something good is going to happen, 20% of the people have to do 80% of the work.
Yes, kind of like this podcast.
Yeah, my elbow. And if something bad is happening, it's because 20% of the people are causing 80% of the problem.
Yep.
That is the thing, and the media doesn't help that. What they do is they would have you believe.
I heard
that the extremists, the vocal extremists on both sides, are the majority, when really all they are doing is trying to further, their badness. Both sides, both right wing, left wing. They're both part of the same stupid bird.
Chicken wing. So that makes me the minority?
Yes, you are a minority.
So I'm 80% minority.
Yep.
And 20%
a-hole.
Okay.
So, I mean...
got that straight.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Stuck in the middle with you. All of my friends on the other side, no matter what they believe in, because I believe certain things
on
the
friends
left
say, and
some things on the right. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't make me a better person, because I don't think I'm better than anybody. But all of this just to say that,
Okay, all I know is that...
Why can't we all just get it on?
Yeah, so come 2024, oh my goodness.
Hopefully before then.
Make that change. I'm going to make some change in my pocket.
Bohi.
Okay, let's get off of politics. Let's get off of chickens.
No, bok?
No more chicken bok. Back to the point at hand. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Hate Recorder.
Whoa.
If you only knew how beautiful this studio is.
Wow.
We are expanding.
I'm expounding on it.
Yes. We are actually creating a new sound booth, which is basically the closet, and it's like 4x4.
I hate to get political, but once you unload everything, are you going to come out of the closet?
Yeah, I'm going to have to, because we were putting the glass on one side so you can see in and out while people are singing. And this kind of schematic that we're creating is something similar to Sun Records. So
it could be schematic. It could be hydromatic. Why, it could be grease lightning.
Hey, cállatelos over there. Hush.
Sandy?
Sandy. Okay.
There's probably some drive-in dust.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, while Gooney is recording in that sound booth,
that's right.
Once we get it made by the grace of God and the help from all our supporters and our investors,
BOD.
This is going to be kicking. All the music that we write and the albums that we make are going to be coming right out of this studio, Nemosa Studios.
Exactly.
All right.
If Glenn Tipton can fart the eyes of Texas, then so can we.
If Steve Warner wants to clear his throat, let him.
He did. He did twice.
Right.
Twice. But that reminds me of I was watching a show about the Wrecking Crew. I didn't know who the Wrecking Crew was.
Oh yes.
But it was the guys who recorded 90% of the albums between 1950 and 60 and the start of the 70s.
Is that to include in Muscle Shoals?
No, it was kind of like the Muscle Shoals, their group, but those guys in Muscle Shoals, it was just 4 people.
Wow.
And they were pretty much 4 white guys who were doing R&B.
That is
But
awesome.
these guys were in California doing the California sound, and they were session musicians, 20 to 30 of them. Glenn Campbell was one of them,
Really?
and they were doing all the songs, the Ronettes. They were doing the Beach Boys. They were doing everybody.
Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right.
And Captain and Sunil.
Okay.
One of the guys, he was sitting there. My very last album of the year that I recorded on was Captain and Sunil, Love Will Keep Us Together.
Oh,
And
my good.
he's like,
Muskrat
he's
Lunch.
Like, and he's like, the parts on Sonny and Cher, one of their songs, she's like, I wrote this bass part. This lady, she's freaking great bass player. She
I
starts
got
playing,
shoes, babe.
and then I was like, dude, you hear all these parts, and then you never realize that part was there until you listen back, and you're like, that was a bass guitar. That wasn't a guitar, and because she, the female bass player was playing this bass part, and then and as she's recording it, Glenn Campbell says, well, I like that because they were looking for an intro, so
Right.
she starts playing. Do 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 do.
You gotta be kidding
She
me.
wrote and played that iconic part on one of the best songs ever written.
Dude.
And so he took the bass guitar from her and played the guitar solo for the song with that bass guitar. It was like a tenor bass guitar. So she played that bass part on it, and he played the solo on it, the guitar solo on a bass guitar technically. And so that's why it sounds so cool, because it's actually a bass solo.
Actually, if you look behind you, that headless Steinberger guitar that's up on the wall, that is a baritone guitar.
Got it.
And the only reason it makes it a baritone electric guitar is the frets. The
Gotcha.
frets are wider, and
Nice.
you can tune down this thing. It's very,
Awesome.
very cool. I have all sorts of fun stuff. One day, my wife, when I'm long gone, my wife is going to finally she's going to finally realize just how much money I spent on this stuff.
Yeah, because she's going to sell them all and see how much she can get for them.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, do yourself a favor, go on Prime and find The Wrecking Crew.
Cool.
And watch that show. It's like about an hour and 15 minutes, and it's the story is done by one of the sons of the drummer. His name is Tommy Tedesco, but the son does the show and says, I didn't realize how influential they were until I realized they didn't get credit for any of what they did on any of the records. It was like Milli Vanilli before Milli Vanilli, because all these bands would have to go back and learn these parts that these excellent people were playing.
Oh, yeah, and couldn't.
And it was like the Monkees were the first ones. The Monkees were the first ones. They showed up to play their music, and they're like, no, we don't need you guys. We got everybody. We're just laying down vocals. Y'all are going to sing. That's it. We don't need y'all to play your parts. And so they were like, one of the guys, everybody else was fine, but the bass player, I think he was mad. He's like, I want to play my parts. He's like, well, just learn this. And he's like, I'm not a bass player. I learned 3 notes for this song, and you want me to play the whole guitar?
So that's kind of like, so it was like Daydreaming Beaver?
Yes. So, I mean, these guys were like, bands were having to learn their own music because they didn't know, because these guys were teaching them their own parts.
Oh, about that. Just kind of like the Oneaters.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a great show. I watched it yesterday, and it blew me away, because I'd heard of the Wrecking Crew, but I didn't know anything about them until I saw
I
it.
just died in your arms tonight.
No, no.
That's not them?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, Hito, I want to tell you, I was in the
No,
studio the other day.
no,
too.
no,
Oh,
no.
thank you. Oh, it's not the bad manners. It's just manners. Oh, look, I want to tell you, I apologize for this past weekend. I was supposed to come and tell y'all some Easter stories, pero we were going to do an extra episode because it's just special for that, because I was around the 3rd day. So anyway, here I was. On the 4th day, I was still sick. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do nothing. Pero here I am. I'm back.
Did you say nothing?
No. Anyway, so me and Blister were having some cervezas and some American beers too, and we were just talking, and we said, well, why don't we come in and do a show? And then we didn't, and then in serio, he said, I'm coffee, and then I was like, well, I drink some coffee too, and he said, no, I mean, I'm coffee and I can't talk. So anyway, so it was like a whole thing. It was a thing, and so I'm big, and I want to say that.
Did you say making copies?
No, I said we're drinking coffee. I think, that the coffee in the morning, see, like you eat your javas, Hito, you like café, sí, cafecito.
So you're making coffee.
Yes.
Okay.
No, pero Blister, he was coughing. He was coughing a lot. And so anyway, I just want to let y'all know that there's so much going on that we couldn't come in and do an Easter special, pero we're going to do something special for Fiesta, the Costumbres. We're going to get the Calle Tampico, and we're going to get all en serio.
So am I to understand
No.
or decipher this and tell the rest of the world what you just said? You're going to be doing an episode very soon, hopefully during Fiesta.
Yes.
Which Fiesta is coming up in 2 weeks.
Sure.
So this is going to be what you're going to be doing. And you're doing that now.
Okay.
Good night, Grandma.
Uh-huh. But I also want to say one other thing. You guys missed an anniversary, Hito. Pero because it's been on the 30th of March. Y'all had your first episode last year, and you missed your anniversary. Y'all been doing this for over a year, Hito.
Did we really?
I'm so happy.
Wow.
And I've only been on 4 of the episodes. What the hell?
Did you just say hippie?
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm alegría, Hito. Does that make you feel better? Nice.
It actually Spanish. Does. It does, Grandma.
You don't understand German either. Calle Tampico.
Say good night.
No, I'm going to tie my shoes in Nazis.
Wow.
Till next time, we want to thank you for listening to episode 214 of the True Bull Virtual Cast with Gooney and Nemo and Super Granny from the Tactical Finish Nemosa Studios, brought to you by John Fest, the House of Hughes, John and Tracy Jones, J&T Mechanical, and from all our friends, have a happy April 11th, a happy birthday to our brother Julian, and everybody just have a good time, and we'll see y'all at Rock and Brews tonight.
I'll be there.
We'll see y'all at Lone Star Tavern on Friday in Victoria.
I'll be there too.
We'll see you at the Alamo Dome Lot B.
Probably be there.
Saturday afternoon with some good times, great people. And that's right.
Have yourself a day. Okay. Bye-bye.
And that's right.
Yes.